Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy drpgngm. Praise God to get money back for another YouTube video banger, man. Yes sir, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all rocking with me as always, man. We are back again for another YouTube banger, man. I'm here to give y'all some more information. You know, we engineers to the streets. Yes, I'm really an engineer. Really have my PhD in sustainable energy engineering with a focus on thermodynamics and heat transfer, man. I think it's important on today's episode to give y'all my credentials because I want to emphasize and let y'all know that, you know, we're coming from a place of education and intelligence and not ignorance. You know, we're coming from a place of being, you know, I would even say altruistic. We don't want to knock anybody, you know. It's, you know, I just want to get that out there, you know what I'm saying? So please hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button like it shows right here, and hit that like button on the video, man. Today, unfortunately or fortunately, you know, we ought to talk about a topic here. You know, we ought to talk about a topic here. You see me in my hoodie. I'm in Florida. It's a little cold, but it's about to get hot with this topic, baby. Yes, none other than Malika Andrews, man. Malika Andrews, as you know, there's been some unsavory things going on right now, especially in regards to the Josh Giddey situation. And I do not want to overshadow it because with her, because, you know, like I said, I was really hesitant to make a video on it because I don't like to make videos or entertainment or anything knocking somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If it's sports, we talk about sports or competition, that's one thing. But I never have the intention to discredit or devalue or demean or degrade anybody, you know what I'm saying? Or I just don't want that type of energy on my channel. However, I have to make an exception for Malika Andrews because there were some things that are being said, you know, in regards to Josh Giddey. You know, he has some allegations and he's currently being investigated for having relations and inappropriate relations and interactions with an underage child. I believe that she's supposed to be 15, and of course he's over 21. I believe he's exactly 21, and you know, that's not legal here in America, and that's looked down upon, you know. And a lot of people, rightfully so, are wondering, where's Malika Andrews? You know, how come she hasn't spoken on the situation? Why is it so hush hush? Now, of course, they do work for companies. We know that some of these people work for companies and stuff like that, and they kind of have topics given to them that they should talk about, expound upon, and, you know, or even bring to the media, bring to people's attention. But people feel like, hey man, why aren't you talking about this? You know, this is in regards to women. It's in regards to a criminal activity, you know, and why are you not being as vocal as you were in other cases?
Breaking news: Malika Andrews responds.
Homies over hoes.
And yeah, you know, so I was like, man, I don't like it, you know, but, you know, I don't know what she's allowed to talk about being an employee of ESPN. I was gonna let it go, but then I stumbled upon Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, that individual there, man, he is you know, I respect him for his work ethic and his accomplishments. Those are dope, but a lot of things that he does, man, I can't really get with, to be honest with you, man. I feel like even now, you know, he came out to her defense against people, like, because people are criticizing her, rightfully so. I think that she deserves this criticism, you know what I'm saying, and some others too. But yeah, like Kwame Brown has criticized her, and Dez Bryant, the latest to criticize her, and Stephen A. Smith has came out and spoken out against Dez Bryant and some more of her critics. And I'm gonna just play it for you right now, man. Let's just play. He can tell it better than I can, you know, just so you don't think that I'm trying to make up anything. Listen to what he had to say. Just a little brief snippet.
How in God's name does Malika Andrews not ask that question on draft night? She had to.
She had to.
I'm telling you, me or any other reporter
she had to
that was in that situation has an obligation to ask
obligatory
a team, an NBA official, or somebody about that question.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always...
All right, so I'm not gonna play the whole thing due to copyright, you know, infringement, potential copyright infringement. But so the person that he was talking about right there was Brandon Miller. You know, on his draft night, you know, a lot of people say Malika Andrews, she kind of ruined the young man's thing based off of a young man's moment, based off of investigation that was going on that he was ultimately wasn't convicted of, right? So, you know, so my point is this, that with Stephen A. coming out talking about Dez Bryant, because Dez Bryant went out on a limb and was like, hey, how come you didn't talk about Josh Giddey, man? You damn near murdered Brandon Miller. Well, let's say, you know, we damn near murdered Brandon Miller, and now Stephen A. Smith is saying, oh, well, she had to ask. So why are you getting mad about her asking that question? Because everybody would have asked. Even he would have asked. You see, but you see what he's doing right there? You got to slow down. He's saying she should have asked. Remember that.
It's about to go down.
He's saying she should have asked, and he would have even asked the same question. Rightfully so. That's what Dez Bryant is talking about. That's what people are talking about. Stephen A. Smith has tried to, he's tactically and strategically manipulating the situation to fit his narrative. Dez Bryant is not saying that she should not have asked. We are past that. She asked. He's saying keep that same energy. Why is she not asking right now? And so Stephen A. Smith is saying that she's not asking because it's an investigation. Well, excuse me. Brandon Miller was an investigation. Matter of fact, I have a list of times where Malika Andrews has prematurely spoke on a topic during the investigation phase, and she even misinterpreted some people, including Stephen A. Smith himself. So let's give a list. She did it during the Ime Udoka scandal when it was him and that lady that would have extramarital affairs, and there was infidelity on both sides, and she came out to the women's defense saying that, oh, we shouldn't be mad at her. No, we shouldn't be mad solely at her, but we should be mad at both parties. It was a consensual relationship, so that means both parties was at fault. If they were both cheating, that means that he's wrong and she's wrong. So I think that she is equally at fault, just like Ime Udoka. No one's making anybody exempt. But both as consensual, as if a consensual relationship occurs and it's between two consenting adults, then both parties are at fault if when it comes to matters of infidelity. That's what we're saying. So that's one. Ime Udoka. Keep up now. Adrian Payne, rest in peace. Y'all know the story with him. We're not even gonna bring that up. The man passed away. She didn't even forgive his investigation. You know, and he was found what? He wasn't convicted of anything, right? Okay, let's go. Joe Mazzulla. This is just a list now. Jalen Rose. We all remember that. Jalen Rose, and put him in the hot seat. Brandon Miller, like he just brought up. And like I said, even Stephen A. Smith, when he was covering the Ime Udoka scandal, they got into it because she prematurely attacked Stephen A. Smith and tried to make it seem like we were blaming the woman, which they weren't. They're just saying that we needed both are at blame. So now because they have ironed out their differences, and she apologized to him. So of course that's his colleague. So he's gonna come to her defense. That's fine. I don't mind that. But you're not gonna go ahead and manipulate people's words and make it seem like they're saying, oh, she's wrong for doing that. Okay, no, we know that she does that. We're saying, why is she not continuing to do so now with the Josh Giddey situation? He's crying that it's because it's in the investigation phase. Every single example I just gave, Malika Andrews spoke on during the investigation phase.
Hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
So if we're going to give out the information, people are saying keep that same energy, keep that same curiosity, keep that same intent to spread information against everybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't just do it for one particular person or one particular demographic or one particular ethnicity or one particular gender or one particular religion or anything else, you know? Do it for or one particular orientation.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Do it for everybody. Everybody was in the investigation phase. With some of these people even ultimately being found not guilty, meaning they were innocent, and it was just allegations. So these are allegations with Josh Giddey. So why are we not covering it with the same emphasis and with the same, inquisitive mind as we were with these other aforementioned people? So that's all it is, man. I just want to make sure that just didn't really sit right with me, man. Sometimes I feel like when people talk, and especially Stephen A. Smith, man, they like to manipulate the situation and make it seem like, oh, Dez Bryant saying that, oh no, she shouldn't have asked this question, shouldn't ask. No, he's saying that she should continue to ask the question. Continue to ask these questions just like you did before, just like you did those other times, and I don't like that, man. I feel like sometimes he knows exactly what Dez Bryant was saying. Dez Bryant articulated himself very well, in my opinion, and I knew exactly what he was saying. So how come Stephen A. Smith didn't understand?
Fuck is you deaf, man?
I think he understood. I think he was just trying to, like I said, tactically and strategically trying to manipulate someone's words that he thinks he could play with or outsmart or, whatever it is, man. And I didn't like that, man. So I felt it was my obligation to try to set the record straight, man. But yeah, that's it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like I said, I'm not here to diminish anybody's work or try to point the fingers. Like I said, because the fact of the matter is, Josh Giddey is here under investigation, not Malika Andrews. But people do want. I do think that this criticism is well deserved on Malika's part, man. She deserved this criticism, and rightfully so. She's getting that. So we're not gonna let you try to act like people are out of line for questioning it. No, they're actually in line. Like I said, I don't really like to do stuff like this, but I just felt it was important to come to the defense of my brothers and sisters out there that, you know, when people try to take people's words and manipulate them and try to make it seem like they're saying something that we all know wasn't being said. At the end of the day, if you're gonna question me due to allegations, then you should question the next man due to allegations. If you're gonna question her on her investigation, her pending investigation, then you need to question them on their current investigation. That's it, man. Just be fair. You know what I'm saying? We all want fairness, man. You know what I'm saying? No justice, no peace. I appreciate y'all rocking with me as always, though, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.